Pili could do that also. A charge lot Immortal all in, definitely not out of the question.
Yeah, I
This is
do
where
like
my
those
mind
charge lots
goes.
all
I'm
in.
like,
Yeah, no, like no, I do like the charge lot all ins, which I always reference when I cast PiLiPiLi, but he really was doing that on Alrena because you have a huge area of rocks you can take out. And you
yeah.
just get a wall, literally have a wall of zealots and immortals that move through there. Not so much on Dusk Towers, yet I have seen it. I've even, interestingly enough, seen it in PvT every once in a while, getting charge lots to make something happen. Dusk Towers will be game two, and PiLiPiLi is looking so strong, Koshkii.
Pili is, but TryThePriest, he's shown us some good play tonight. He could make this series now 1-1.
In
But
the
let's
top left, of course, as you just said,
we have our Blue Zerg rivals TryThePriest.
the only time those kind of passing off the baton of introducing someone works is when you both were just like, oh, well, okay, let's talk, let's do it, let's go for it. But in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is PiLiPiLi, currently up 1-0.
PiLiPiLi opts for that very quick scout there. He has placed his pylon and now he's going right across the map. Maybe trying to see what's up, maybe trying to be annoying with that probe. But we do have a hatch first there from TryThePriest, so we will catch that.
You often do see 3 hatch before pools on this map from Zerg, and that does allow Protoss, if they do a very early scout, to say, okay, I can go 2-gate Adept now and actually pressure you, force out Lings, and stunt your economy in a position where you really wouldn't want to be in. Well, at home for PiLiPiLi, he's not putting up a wall quite yet. There's the gate. Actually, he's going to go Nexus first on this map, which I like it. He's being gutsy, but it's a calculated risk.
Yeah, but seeing the hatch first, he probably thought, "Ooh, I can do this and maybe be safe." And if you get that mothership core out, you can probably defend with some
Oh,
pylons.
the probe's so close. Probe's so close to picking up a kill, but he wasn't destined to do it. Probe has to pull back. Will scout the third base though, which is going to be really key. Does he? Oh yeah, he does. Beautiful.
Yep.
PiLiPiLi knows about it, and that's pretty much just the doorbell of, hey, Blink Stalker all in.
Yes. All in still definitely an option here for Pili. He's a little bit supply blocked at this point, but he will have a Nexus coming down to fix that in a few seconds. His Cyber Core has gone down, has another gateway on the way. So far, he's looking pretty okay.
Probe will be pulling back after that. As you said, he does with the Cybernetics core down, which will delay the majority of his tech. He can't quite have as quick as a blink as he may like, but he does. As you can see, have 2 gas, 3 in each mainlet, maybe going Stargate, which is quite potent. With Stasis Ward, you can do a lot of really cool things. And
One
get
thing
your opponent's head.
Yeah, I was going to say, one thing I've been seeing with Stasis War lately is putting it where, well, you can't do this now, but putting it where the third would go. So the worker goes to put it down and gets stasis, blocking it from being taken in the first place.
Yeah, blocking it for like an extra 30 seconds or something like that, so you can really delay it just by an incredible amount. And then you still have Pulsar Beam ready. The Oracle can just get down to business. 12 Lings are on the way from TryThePriest, making sure he's got a little bit of a defense out. And maybe we could even see some aggression with that. Doesn't look like PiLiPiLi has any plan on taking a third. He's doing the same thing he did last game, I think.
Yeah, we've got the Twilight, the Robo coming out at just about the same time as well. Adepts for a little bit of harass there.
2 Adepts will shade across the map, and nothing at the third, actually. There's no workers, no nothing to kill. Blink should be able to deal with this, and this may be a bad move by PiLiPiLi.
Yeah, he has to be a little careful here. He does stop the fades and decides to just maybe try and get that queen down, but the Lings have started to show themselves as well. Pili realizes he wants to get his Adepts a little bit away from here. Oh, but now we've actually got a different upgrade coming up from the Twilight this time. We have got the Adept upgrade being researched. It doesn't take that long to complete, and it's actually only 100 minerals and 100 gas. It's pretty cheap, and it allows the Adepts to attack with 45% better attack speed. It's pretty significant.
Oh yeah, and
So-
especially with 6 gates on the way, he's going to be able to push back TryThePriest a lot. Last game, of course, we saw Blink, but even more, PiLiPiLi is good with Adepts. Just FYI, both Charge and Resonating Glyphs are 100 seconds with Blink to be 120. So the thing he does like, maybe that's because he had the slightly delayed cybernetic score. Instead of going for Blink, let's go for Adept push or Resonating Glyph.
TryThePriest, though, does see this. He has scouted that Twilight Council being researched, being chronoed. And something he could do here is maybe make a few more roaches. The roach warren is still on the way, but roaches do a pretty decent job versus adepts. So that may be one answer there.
Roaches can stand on their own, but last game you gotta remember that TryThePriest, or pardon me, PiLiPiLi had a lot of sentries, but the Adepts look like they can get some damage. Lings go for a surround, but the Adepts are able to hold. You gotta remember though that TryThePriest does not know if PiLiPiLi's going in with a sentry again, which is super scary. Just can get completely curtained off. 10 roaches on the way, but Adepts do win 1-for-1 in that manner, if with a little bit of micro. We'll see. Adepts push in, and it looks like they're going to just completely sack this mineral line.
A few roaches get picked off as well. More fades go down. And they look like they're running into the main base, trying to avoid those roaches as much as they can. Roaches, though, staying alive. There are quite a few roaches now at this point. But that Adept attack speed upgrade is showing. A lot of roaches are dying here. But the Adepts seem to be a little outnumbered here now.
Adepts are outnumbered, but they managed to pick up 17 drone kills, and at the same time, there's a huge warp in at the third base. Potentially, TryThePriest's third base can go down. He's not quite paying attention, but Adepts just tickle hatches is the problem here. They aren't even doing nothing. Lings are going to be here for the rescue. I'd love to see a sentry to be able to force it off that ramp and section off a couple of these units, but for now, it doesn't look like it'll be that, and I guess the Adepts can't kill a building. It'll suffice to kill units.
Yeah, I was going to say, the drone kills that the Adepts have caused have been such a huge, have done so much damage here to TryThePriest that the roaches, Pili's warping in more Adepts now than roaches can be made because of all those drone kills. However, the Adepts have been cleaned up a little bit. They are still taking out some workers that were hiding. But how long can TryThePriest hold off the next, hold on the onslaught?
TryThePriest desperately needs to do some counter damage, but the problem is the map architecture right here. You have a pocket base. He cannot put on any counter aggression. He can try to get some Raising Corrosive Vials, but right now PiLiPiLi is pulling in 3 times or 4 times the amount that TryThePriest is. Adepts focusing down roaches, focusing down Ravagers. There's just not enough here, and as you said, even with the Adepts dying and just being enough for TryThePriest, still PiLiPiLi can reinforce at such a crazy amount that I don't really know what TryThePriest can do for now. He's going to be pushing out roaches, and there's going to be a while here where he's not going to be able to go for workers, even though actually he does need these roaches right now. But you see 18 more Lings pushing out. He can't even try to make workers because he doesn't know when the next attack will hit.
Right, and the Mothership Corps now coming to join the fight, maybe to get some extra shots off. The Adepts are still causing some problems there in the Nat, but the Lings trying to get us around here. The roaches will be able to clean them out. But here we go. More Adepts are joining. We've got the Warp Prism then moving back across the map. The Mothership Corps sees those Lings move out, knows that, Pili now knows he can get kind of a good position for attack here.
Adepts, there's just going to be way too many Adepts here for the Lings to be able to engage. They actually have a nice shade out of the way, but like I said, so many Adepts currently out of the map. 12 is the magic number. Time Warp has been casted by the Mothership Corps to delay the retreat of these roaches, and this is the last of it. There's the GG, well played. PiLiPiLi 2-0 beats TryThePriest and moves on to the finals of the RSL Weekly number 3.
So in that last game, I'm wondering here, and I want to know what you think too about this, DrennoC. We saw Pili just really go for the minerals, go for the drones more than anything else there. And I'm wondering if that's what really was like the clincher there, because roaches versus Adepts, even when the Adepts are upgraded, roaches are still pretty strong versus Adepts. So I'm wondering, since TryThePriest could no longer reinforce as much since the drones were dying, if that's really what made a huge difference in that fight, because there were a lot of roaches.
Some very, very nice Adept play, and yeah, rule of thumb for me is when I go in for any type of harassment, at least when I am playing, I go for the worker kills, because if you can stunt their reinforcements, if you can't You just allow them to reinforce as long as you're not going for a base trade. You put yourself into a phenomenal position. And once the Adepts were in, I've seen PiLiPiLi's micro just skyrocket because he's got two parts of the Adepts. He's got the outer part, which is the defense, and then the Adepts on the inside when he was stuck up against the mineral line where they focused down drones. And he just completely ransacked mineral lines with what, like 12 Adepts? Pretty much
Yeah.
2 shots a mineral line.
Yeah, it was, the amount of drones that went down. I blinked and like all of a sudden, half the drone line is gone. It did a lot of damage there.
GG though in the end. PiLiPiLi takes it 2-0, taking map 1, which I believe was that